We are going to go over lesson 4. That's module 4, lesson 2 in our More Practice and Homework book. We are interpreting numerical expressions here. So let's take a look at the first one. It says Rafiq compares the expressions 4 times 8 and 8 times 12. He says that 8 is twice as much as 4, so 4 times 8 must be twice as much as 8 times 12. Correct his statement and explain his error. So what we want to think about is that Rafiq is not comparing the factors in the expressions correctly. Both expressions have the same factor of 8. One expression has the factor of 4, and the other has the factor of 12. And 12 is 3 times as great as 4. So 8 times 12 would be 3 times as great as 4 times 8. So you can see when we're comparing, we're looking at the different parts of the expression and the factors, and that's where we're comparing them. So let's see what happens then if we compare here. We have 24 plus 7 and 9 times the sum of 24 and 7. So we can see both of these expressions have 24 plus 7. And right here, when we compare, we would say 9 times the sum of 24 and 7 is 9 times as great as 24 plus 7. And just that simple, we had that 9 times in front when we compared the rest of the expression. Okay? Here I have 12 minus 7 and 4 times 12 minus 7. So again, both of my expressions have 12 minus 7. Here, the second expression has 4 times. That tells us that 4 times the difference of 12 and 7 is 4 times greater. 4 times greater, finish my word, than 12 minus 7. Okay, let's keep going with number 4. We have 3 times the sum of 21 and 4, and then we have 21 plus 4. So I'm pulling out what is the same about the numerical expressions, the 21 plus 4. And when I compare them, I see in the first expression, 3 times 21 plus 4 is 3 times as great as 21 plus 4. Right? So this one is a little bit different. You can see there are no parentheses on this one, but let's compare. We have 40 times 5, and we have 40 times 20. Both of the expressions have the factor of 40. So then I want to look at the 5 and the 20, and that would tell me, I know 5 times 4 is 20, so that would tell me 40 times 20 is 4 times as great as 40 times 5. So pull out the factors that are the same, and then we'll compare the other factors or the other numbers that are part of the expression. All right? All right. Last one on the front side. This was page 31. I don't know that I said that, but hopefully you found it. Tina says that she can compare the expressions 3 times 10 and 15 times 20 without multiplying them. Explain how she could compare the factors to compare the expressions without multiplying them. So she could compare the pairs of factors 3 and 15 and 10 and 20. 15 is 5 times as great as 3. I'm going to write that note down for myself. 15 is 5 times as great as 3. And 20 is 2 times as great as 10. So this means that 15 times 20 is 5 times 2. You can see when we compared. Or 10 times, 5 times 2 is 10, 10 times as great as 3 times 10. All right, so this was our lesson on comparing expressions and interpreting numerical expressions. If you want to pause the video, if you have not done the test prep on the next side, go ahead and pause the video and see how you do, and then come back and check your answers with mine. On page P32, it says compare the numerical expressions. So if we're comparing, we're going to look at 24 times 12 and 4 times 12. Again, I want to pull out those factors that are the same. They're both multiplied by 12. And so I'm going to compare 24 and 4. And then that would tell me 24 times 12 is 6 times as great as 4 times 12. Right? Hopefully you pulled out those common factors and then you're comparing the other numbers that are part of the expression. Number 8 says, which of these statements best describes the relationship between 7 times 18 minus 5 and 18 minus 5? So just like we were doing, both of these expressions have 18 minus 5. So I'm going to look at this 7 times. Let's see, is this true? 7 times 18 minus 5 is 7 times as great as 18 minus 5. I would agree with that one. Let's see if there are any others. That said which best describes. I like that one. Let me double check the rest of them. 18 minus 5 is 7 times as great as 7 times 18 minus 5. Is 18 minus 5 greater than 7 times 18 minus 5? Definitely don't like that one. 7 times 18 minus 5 is 18 times greater. 18 times as great as 18 minus 5. Definitely not 18 times greater. I don't like that one. 18 minus 5 is 18 times as great as 7 times 18 minus 5. Nope, let's not just pull out that 18 and randomly make it something that it is not. Okay, A was definitely the best choice there. Next, it says select all the expressions that are twice as great as 12 times 7. Well, I have 12 times 27. So if I compare, here I have my common factor of 12 is 7 times 2, twice as great, 27? No, don't like that answer. 24 times 7. Well, now I'm going to look at the 7, since they both have a common factor of 7. Is 12 times 2, 24? That's a good one. 2 times 7, again, we're comparing this factor of 7. I have 2 and 12. Well, 2 times 12 is not, 2 times 2 is not 12, so that wouldn't work. 12 times 14. I'm comparing the 12 in my expression, the factor of 12. 7 times 2 is 14, so that's another good choice. And here I have 24 times 14. Well, both of my numbers in my expressions have already been doubled. That doesn't work for twice as great. So B and D are the best choices there. All right, hopefully so far so good. Giving yourself some stars and smiley faces, I hope. Compare the numerical expressions. 9 minus 4 and 4 times 9 minus 4. So again, let's find the expression 9 minus 4, and then we have 4 times. So 4 times 9 minus 4 is 4 times as great as 9 minus 4. And then here are some spiral review, just some review of skills that we've already learned. So you can go ahead. That will not be part of our test. That's just for you to review. If you did that already, Josie works a total of 85 hours a month. If she works for the next 9 months, how many hours does Josie work? So let's see. She's doing 85 hours for 9 months. Let's see what we get here. I believe it is 765 hours. Let me know if that's a challenge or if you feel good about that as well. And then it says use multiplication and the distributive property to find 175 divided by 5. There are several different answers to this, several different ways you can do it and break apart those numbers. We have not really gone over the distributive property much. We will in the future, and I know because this is a new curriculum that it's a little confusing at this point, so I'm going to give you a pass on that one for now. All right. If you were looking for the final answer, if you did get an answer of 35, because we could just do the regular division here. And then we would get 35. That's not using the distributive property, but if you just did the traditional division, your answer would be 35. We will talk more about distributive property later this year. All right. I hope you did a great job. Let me know in the comments if you found any challenges or if it was good. I'll see you next time.